This is probably the only interstate where there's multiple rest areas and a heavily used recreational area for everything from bicyclists to river users, and that's personal boaters, guided services, rafting companies, fishing outfits. And they come from all over, quite a number of them in Glenwood. They come from as far as Vail and the Eagle area, and they come from Aspen. So the river there is used for people's livelihood. It's been that way for a long time. CDOT built this recreational element, and there's some expectation. Fortunately, we have a pretty robust contact list over the years and know most of the folks. And they were well aware ahead of time that there would be river impacts for the demolition of the existing bridges and then the erection of the new bridges overhead during the project. With the construction phasing, those kind of closures were spaced out. We had flaggers out there at some points on the riverbanks. We had some fairly large signs made up, and we placed those on the riverbanks, also placed those out at the rest areas, and then had a pretty good outreach in advance, whether it was Facebook or just email blasts, keeping people apprised of the schedule. But we did a really good job, and I think for the most part, people were all right with those closures, and there wasn't a whole lot of pushback. The Forest Service control those number of permits for boats that go through Glenwood Canyon. So during that project, they issued some additional permits where they allowed guide services to double up on a day in advance or after those closures to keep their revenue up. There were a couple instances of people, private boaters. These were just folks who jumped in the river somewhere, maybe no name, and unknowingly or maybe deliberately went out there when they weren't supposed to, thinking that they could go. And if there was work overhead, we had people there to stop them. So for their own safety. Our contractor had a rubber boat, some life jackets out there for safety issues.